Okay, I haven't recorded on this account in forever, at least in Legends. That does mean I'm not going to be able to live stream, but trade-offs. Let's see, I do want to go ahead and use the Minion Prince and the RC. Everything looks good here. Off I go. My first impression of the Minion Prince equipment. It's nice to have, but it's not OP. I would say it's a little underwhelming all things considered if you aren't using dragons. Mainly because dragons make everything look powerful. But it is nice to have, not a necessary equipment, so if you want to invest your ores into something else or get something else like the magic mirror that's in the thing right now, that'd be a good idea. So already I just want to blimp the monolith to get it off the board, mainly because I am using a queen charge. And as long as I get the monolith, that'd be good to go. The multi-inferno would be bonus. And it is an isolated town hall, so I can use the RC to get it off the board. And I actually got a lot of value with the Yeti Bomb. That's OP. Let's see, so since the queen's gonna go up top, we'll go ahead and place the healers now. The only bad part is, if she goes for that collector and goes inside, I'm in trouble. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen, which is really nice. Gonna use another test soon. I'm gonna wall break here for the queen. Once she takes out the ricochet cannon, then I'll go ahead and place another wall breaker. There we go. And we'll go ahead and, even though I said I was gonna use the RC for the town hall, I think it'd be a good idea to use it right now, just to funnel the queen towards the inside. It also helps her out as well. Let's place the druid under the RC to heal up. And I can use the RC ability so she can stay out of range of the single inferno. Okay, there we go. I'm going to freeze everything up. Queen ability. Okay, let's get started with the LaLo now. Minion Prince, Baby Warden, haste it all up, poison up the, what's it called, ice golems. That'll be good. Queen's gonna go down, but luckily for me I got more than enough value with her, which is really nice. I don't have to worry about the Minion Prince because he's gonna take everything else out. It's gonna haste it all up, Warden ability now, protect everything. And that should be the 3. Nice. Honestly, it is really nice to have the Minion Prince. So we're gonna use his ability, freeze everything up. Maybe that was kind of a bad placement. That's okay. Let's go and rage it all up. And we'll use the 4 loons right here. That'll be good. Clean up behind, and definitely a little sloppy in the end, but looks like I'm still Kuchikopi. It's all up to the Minion Prince, and I could invisi the RC, but that would be kind of bad. So definitely a little close in the end, but that's my fault. Minion Prince OP, look at that. He's going to clutch up the attack, hopefully. Save me from my bad LaLo. But looks like this is a good showcase of the Minion Prince helping out a lot. If the ability actually healed up the Minion Prince, that would make it really, really nice. And it would make it in line with an epic equipment, in my opinion. But GG to this guy, and definitely a very weird way to start the video, but I'll still show it. I didn't make a plan there, I just went with the flow. But yeah, if the ramp up ability actually healed up the Minion Prince even just like 2% for every ramp up, that would actually make it really nice to have. And it would also justify investing ore into an epic equipment. Just having it a little bit stronger than most of the commons, that would be really nice. But right now, it's just, I would say, in line with everything. Can't go wrong with anything with the Minion Prince though. He's just that strong to have. So that being said, it's a centralized town hall with a death ball in the center with an invisi tower. This type of base, I do like to use a log launcher with the queen. With this one, I'll go and place the queen right here. I didn't really make a plan here, but what's it called? We'll just let the queen decide where she's going to go, and then I'll use long launcher to get to the town hall. I can also use the battle blimp too, but with the rework coming out, I don't really want to go ahead and rely on the blimp. Queen's going to be able to take all that out, and I'll go and support her by sending in the RC here and a long launcher towards the town hall. Wall breaker for the queen. That was she. Oh wait, wall breaker, please. Thank you. RC's going to do her thing. We'll go and rage her up so she can get through everything. There we go. Looking okay. Gonna be a little close here, especially if the queen decides to walk around. So hopefully okay, that's kind of perfect timing. Let's get started with the LaLo. That way I can support the RC. Queen and the Yetis are gonna be able to take all that out. And we'll go and freeze up all of this as well. There we go. Kind of late on the Minion Prince, so unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to ramp him up, but that's okay. I'm gonna invisi everything. Okay, there we go. Let's go and use the Warden ability to protect the RC from the Super Dragon. And I could freeze the center, but I'll save the freeze for the RC. That'll be nice. Okay, there we go. Minion Prince ability, freeze everything up. Perfect. That's OP. That's why you always want the Dark Orb with the Minion Prince. So that's always a must. It's basically a mini Warden ability, which is a really OP, by the way. That being said, everything else looks good. Definitely a better LaLo than the first one, that's for sure. We'll go freeze up all of this. And GG's. Nice. Clean up behind. And you don't have to worry about the cleanup as much because you do get 10 fat boys, and I call them so fat because they're so freaking slow. But yeah, no, if Supercell just buffed him just a little bit, that would be nice. Okay, let's see. But yeah, overall, I am liking it with LaLo though. But yeah, no, LaLo is just so much fun. That being said, this one's really interesting. It's a CC covering the monolith. the multi-infernos and the poison tower, but I can also get a lot of value by blimping this expo, and I might be able to get the scatter shot, but I'll definitely lower the CC with it, and it is a centralized town hall, so I'll just be doing what I've been doing. I'll use the RC to support the queen. That's been working out so far, so I'll keep doing it. Gonna blimp here, and as long as I get the expo and lowering the CC, I'll be kuchikopi. Anything else is bonus, so let's go to rage, pop it. Now that super dragon might take out what's called the Yetis before they get any value, so we'll see what happens. Unless they just decide to do that. I got no value at all. That's okay. Gonna rage up the queen so she can take out the multi-archer before. Unfortunately, she switched targets. Super wall breaker for the win. Okay, as soon as that pops, then we'll go ahead and use another wall breaker. Ooh, that's OP. Okay, there we go. Once the queen aggroes the ricochet cannon, then I'll go ahead and use the RC. Okay, there we go, RC now. And we're going to wall break for the queen. We'll use the queen ability to get through everything. That'll be good. If I can click that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to click it. But looks like I'm fine. Okay, 2 druids on the RC to heal her back up, and then we'll get started with the LaLo. If the queen goes down, the healers will be on the RC, which is perfectly good. That's what makes this attack really strong at the moment. That being said, looks like everything's going good. And that is a red air minefield. 2 headhunters for the enemy heroes. We're going to use the boarding ability to protect everything. And we'll haste up the loons so they can get through everything. Prince ability to freeze everything up, and that's definitely going to be GG's. Nice. Going to freeze up all of this for the healer, for the loons. That'll be good. Minion Prince is ramped up. Let's go and freeze this just for whatever. And we'll start to clean up over here. Definitely a really sloppy attack, but looks like I'll still be kuchikopi. RC ability now should be good. Okay, there we go. Baby drag. And it's all up to the RC. If she can get that multi-archer, I might have a chance. Nope, never mind. Okay, it's up to my 3 heroes. If they can do something, that'll be OP. If not, I completely understand. It was a bad LaLo. This is really nice. If there's no Seeking Ermines, I definitely have the 3. So I definitely lucked out with the Dark Crown on this attack. And keep in mind, I don't have a max Minion Prince equipment, so the fact that it's still doing really good, it's really nice to have Minion Prince for the win. Okay guys, for the final attack I will be using Zapquake LaLo, but I do want to put on the Minion Prince puppet, mainly to showcase that you don't really need the crown. Of course I could use Queen Charge, but I do want to showcase Zap LaLo, especially on bases like this. This is OP. And even though everything's kind of spread out, Zapquake right now is just really strong, especially for pathing, and like I said, most people tell them themselves. Well, Zapquake right over the Giga Bomb, get everything out of the way, then I can place a Baby Drag here to create a funnel. This way I can place the King right here to make sure he goes towards the left. Wall break inside, and we can go ahead and place a golem to tank for everything along with the E-Titan. And let's see, let's go and use the log launcher to activate the Invisi Tower, like that. I'll poison up the CC, and looking good so far. Not the best, not the worst. We'll use the King ability to open up all the walls for the Queen. Now should be good. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Luckily for me, he does have the furnace, so I don't really have to worry about it. We're going to rage up the Queen so she can get through everything really quick. And let's see. We'll get started with the LaLo now. That way I can support the Queen. And speaking of, we're going to place the Baby Warden, Druid as well, haste everything up. Keep an eye on the Queen. Yetis took out the Monolith, that's OP. And we'll use the Queen ability when she gets a little closer to the enemy Queen. Or when she gets closer to the enemy King. Okay, Queen ability, that we can get through. We'll use the Warden ability to protect everything as well. That's OP. Haste it all up. And 1, 2, 3. Clean up behind. That's one thing I've been lacking. But that being said, Warden trying to be a hero, unfortunately. We're going to freeze up the enemy Queen. Perfect. And that's definitely GG's. Nice. Didn't even need the Prince ability, but just in case. No. Look at all those mines. Sheesh. Definitely a close one simply because of those Seeking Air mines. Mainly because of those red air mines. That was OP. I also used the Prince ability in a terrible spot. But luckily for me, Minion Prince Puppet, really nice, taking up the Seeking Air mine. But GG to this guy, and great way to end the video. My overall review of the Dark Crown, nice to have. Not necessary to 3 though, unless you're playing like I am today. But yeah, I can also use this part of the video to say thank you so much for watching if you made it this far into the video, and hopefully you had a good day. But anyways, on to the outro. Okay, that's a good place to end it if you made it this far into the video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. But yeah, it's been AOZ, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks guys.